Are you live? Okay, I'm turning mine on too. Oh, there we go. So, oh my god, I know. So why is this popped up so hard? Hold on. Creator dashboard. I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to roll, homie. Yes. Okay. It was so that was hilarious. We were like literally trying to figure it out, and then I'm like, share me your screen. I need to see things. It was fine. It was good. Good morning. Oh my god. So funny. We are on Twitch. We have one viewer. Hi, viewer. Say hello so I know who you are. We're still going to be uploading all of our videos to YouTube, so it's still going to be there for you guys if you want to go watch the replays or whatever. Hey, how are you, Sick? Thanks so much for being here. Pockets, oh my god, hi! I'm so glad that you guys were able to make it. I know. I love it. I know. It's all good. Hey, guys. I appreciate the support for sure. You guys are awesome. Yeah. I feel like Twitch is just more our vibe. You know what I mean? Like YouTube is great, but I feel like it's better for uploading videos. The live just seems so much more interactive on Twitch. So that's why we wanted to kind of move over, because we want to interact with you guys more. So yeah, we're here and we're interacting. I'm a dork. I'm sorry. I'm just really excited. So excited. Biggest dork. Yeah. Oh my gosh. You guys are funny. What morning? Oh yeah, yeah. It's an 18 plus stream because we do. I cuss a lot, and yeah, it could be pretty saucy. No, I'm just kidding. Oh yeah. So tomorrow, yeah, Thursdays at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, we're gonna do like an hour on Twitch to hang out, and it's not gonna be the podcasty style. It'll be this, but it'll be chill. We're gonna probably play games and yeah. So yeah, she wants to play 20 questions. So I actually didn't look up like any questions. I'm so bad at games. I'm only okay, but that's easy enough. Yeah. Krystal, what's your favorite color? I mean, it's blue. Okay. I kind of figured I mean, mine's very obvious. People will argue that black is not a color, and I'm like, black is all the colors. You like my Jabba the Hutt mug? He's so fat and chunky, and I love him. I can't take credit for these mugs. My mom bought a whole set of Star Wars mugs, and I was like, "Oh, I'm stealing it." So cool. I don't think so. I think we got, like, old school ones. I know. What are you guys up to? We have 5 viewers right now in chat. What is chat up to? Hi. Yes, say hello. Let me know who you are and where you're from and all that. I wanna get to know you guys. Yeah. Forgot everything. Yeah, and your song. What? What? Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. The most difficult project. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. I love it. Yeah, it's so difficult. Yeah. Mhm. Oh, the Sheryl Crow and Picture? Which one? We sang a lot together. That's like oh, yeah, Lady Antebellum. Didn't they change their name? I think they did. I think they changed their name, so I don't follow country music either really, but I do like some country music, it just depends on what it is. The vibe has to be right, you know? Blah, blah, blah. Really? What? Cute little bop. Yikes. Okay. I've heard enough. That's the kind of country I don't follow. Oh yeah, my dog on my porch. Like I just can't get into it. I just can't. I'm not bashing it, okay? I'm really not. I just oof, okay. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I feel like you have to develop like a connection with a song and then you can like it cuz like I don't know. For me, I feel like huh, what? What? Where is she hearing from? Is she on Facebook? Okay. Girl. Oh, um, let me see. What? Really? Okay, because I hear you through Discord, so it has to be an issue through your. Yeah. Yeah. um, that's ridiculous. Okay. Oh my god. Now you hear my throat clearing problem. I don't know what that is. I think I have like allergies. I might be allergic to coffee and I still drink it because it makes me sneeze every day. Coffee does. It's
You're
so weird.
allergic to coffee? That's like the worst thing ever.
I know. But I think I overdo it with coffee anyway, so I should probably take a break. Because it makes me sneeze every day.
Hold on, sorry.
Coffee does. It's so
Yay, I fixed it!
Okay, but I'm hearing
No.
mad feedback. Okay. I was like, I hope that's not.
No. Okay. I apologize, y'all.
You're good.
So my mic wasn't even on.
Oh my gosh,
So,
we had so many sound issues this morning, you guys.
I have no idea what. So like it's on Discord, but it wasn't on OBS, and it's because my PC, which is not my PC, it's David's PC, decided to update. And the only reason I use this PC is because when we're using my Mac, the sound was like really weird. It was like delay itself.
Yeah, it wasn't working, so it's okay though. It's perfect. We got it. You got it. You're good, girl.
So what's up in the universe, people? Oh my gosh, last week's episode was so much fun. Revly was wonderful.
I know.
Really enjoyed listening to him. I followed him on all of his stuff. He's really
Me too.
Really great. I loved his just upbeat nature.
I love his message. It's like, it resonates with what we talk about all the time.
Everything.
And that's why I was like, we gotta have this guy on our show. If you guys haven't checked out our last week's episode, we had our first special guest ever. And he's awesome.
I love it.
So, yeah, it was awesome. What?
Okay. Everything's working out there.
Do you want to do 20 questions?
Let's do it. Oh my gosh, 200 questions to get to know someone.
You want to get to know something?
So, okay, we switched times, right? So it's an hour later. And
oh my god, a lifesaver.
It's
life changer.
Changed my life this morning. I mean, like, I was a little bit discombobulated because when we were doing the show the hour before, I would actually be getting up at 5 a.m., which is
that's ridiculous.
I think my mom might be up that time, but everybody else is sleeping. So it's good because I have time to get ready and nobody's like in my way. Well, this morning, David gets up at the same time, so we were kind of combating. Like, who's gonna use the bathroom?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh, man.
Did you guys box it out? See who's gonna get the shower first?
I actually came in here, which was a waste of time anyway, because I had to redo it all anyway. But I came in here and set up the show. And, I had to do that anyway. But I was, like, ready, like, 20 minutes earlier than last week.
Yeah.
Even though I actually got up technically late. So I'm not even sure how that even worked out, but it did. So
I got up late too. I woke up at 9.
I'm like,
I was like, yeah.
So I was getting up at 5. Now I'm getting up at 6. So I'm like, all right, I can dig this. I can totally
more doable.
I was able to watch my TV show last night before bed.
Yeah, it's more sustainable. I like getting proper sleep.
Yeah, I like to wind down before I go to sleep, and so I hate, like, most of the time it's been Tuesday nights. It's like I gotta just go straight to bed by the time I get into bed, so I'm like, eh. But last night I was able to watch Outlander, and it was like amazing.
Nice.
So anybody out there watch Outlander? I know my mom's would be like, I do.
Yeah.
I freaking love that show.
I haven't seen it. I'm not like a big TV movie person. Like, I love TV and movies, but I just don't go out of my way to do that. I'm a gamer, so
I know.
that's how I spend my
You
time.
liked Game of Thrones, right?
I did like Game of Thrones. There was some things about it that I really didn't dig, but like, I mean, and then I didn't watch the last season either, so I still don't know technically what happens. I just heard that it was like a bust, and people were so bummed out, and I was like,
I actually haven't watched Game of Thrones. I haven't. I only watched like a couple episodes of season 1, and then I haven't.
Ooh, I don't know. I couldn't imagine you watching Game of Thrones. Hey, I just couldn't imagine it.
Outlander isn't as bad, but it is.
I don't know. I don't think so.
David calls it my porn TV because I like.
Okay, so but like okay. But on Game of Thrones, it's a bit more than just porn, okay?
True.
So like it's a bit more than that. I don't know if you know some of the storyline. Do you know anything about the storyline?
Yes, I know quite a bit. I feel like Outlander touches some Game of Thrones stuff quite a bit.
Oh God. So, okay. All right. Well, then maybe you would like it.
So I really like Outlander. I mean, it's okay. So for me, Outlander is Scottish history, which I have some Scottish stuff in my.
Me too.
You do? Oh, I love it. Yeah. So like I'm obsessed with the history. Okay, wait. I have a lot of feedback. I hear myself. I don't know where it's coming from. Is it
my headset? I had it pretty loud from gaming last night because I have to have it turned up. If I don't turn up my headset, then I don't hear things. But then when I turn it up, I can hear things that other people don't hear, and I save my team's butt sometimes because I can hear people running like next to us, pretty far away. So I'm a nerd. Sorry, no. I love that stupid game. Oh my God,
that sounds like a lot. I would be terrified. I'd probably like scream every 5 seconds because I'll be like.
I do. I'm like. Like last night, I screamed so hard. I jumped right into somebody, and I was like, "No!"
You're so funny.
But it's like, the new season too, so.
With like, I didn't know you were Scottish. I had no idea.
That's where my last name actually comes from. I looked it up.
Maybe we're related. So like,
I think we are related.
My family has a crest and everything. But I think
so cool.
I think that the crest comes from the Irish side. I'm not sure, but there's like this really I've been able to get some of the history back to like the 1500s.
What?
Yeah, so I can see.
I don't know anything about my family history. You're so lucky that you got that whole thing like mapped out for you. I have grandparents that are like so secretive that don't even talk about anything.
There's always some fun secret things.
Yeah, but like they're extra quiet about shit, and I'm like, what did you guys do? Did you guys like murder people, or like what's the problem?
Honestly, I don't know how I'd feel if I found out that my ancestor was like, I don't know, somebody bad. But
I think that everyone's ancestors were bad.
Oh, there's definitely
at some level.
And that define bad. I'm meaning like psychopath
murderers. Like murderers.
Bad. Yeah, like
that. I think about that all the time.
I would want to study it though. I'd be like, why?
Well, okay, because I'm part Native American, right? Yeah. So like, at some point, I don't know for sure, but at some point in my family lineage, someone was taken advantage of. And you know what I mean? And that's kind of like how I feel about it.
I believe that David's family has something. I don't know. I don't want to say if I don't know for sure, but David's mom just popped on. Mom, is there like a secret like wedlock child that happened in the ancient history of your family? I thought that was like an affair and a secret affair, but maybe I'm wrong. Because David's actually been able to track back his lineage and find out that his ancestor purchased Long Island from an Indian with a priest. Like it was like his ancestor and a priest bought Long Island from a Native American guy. And I'm like, what? So like there's this whole part in Hempstead that had like
doing that.
I don't know. Well, I mean it's a long time ago. But yeah, I love history. I didn't used to, and I really do now. So like I don't know. I was really obsessed as a teenager whenever the movie came
Yeah.
out, Braveheart. I think I was in 5th grade because I did a whole report on William Wallace when I was in 5th grade because I was just obsessed with his legacy, his story, what he did. I thought it was so cool. And I was like, wow, wouldn't it be cool if I was related to that guy? I mean,
yeah.
So
Pockets. I'm part Blackfoot. I'm Blackfoot tribe. So
wait a second, we are really. No, we're not. I think David is too.
David's Blackfoot too.
Oh my gosh, our circles
I
are
know.
so tight, man.
Really, it is true because like
related across the oceans and then right here in America.
We are related across the oceans, but it's so weird because you're also Polynesian.
I'm Hawaiian, Chinese, and Portuguese.
Okay, so Hawaiian, Chinese, Portuguese.
And then we have German, Irish, Scottish, and a little French.
Nicholas is Chinese and Filipino.
Yeah, I'm sure we're related.
And his whole family is from like that whole area over there.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's a lot of people.
I mean, we all cross at some point, I'm sure.
We do.
In the past.
We do. We're all technically related, of course, but I like because you and I are so similar, I feel like we're definitely closer.
You know, there's an app that can tell us, it can try to connect us. I'm gonna figure out how to do it, and we're gonna do it next week.
Okay.
David's better at that than me, so I'm gonna be like, help me do this so I can do it with her on the
We should just I'm gonna have to excuse me, I'm gonna have to get the DNA test done.
I wanna do that
and then
too.
Yeah, and then that way, like, if we are related, it'll tell us, like, oh yeah, we're distant cousins or something.
Are you saying that to me, Mom?
Nice.
Genealogy. She said, do your
Pockets
genealogy.
is part Scottish too, and she's native.
I love it.
Nice. I know, it's the best combination. I'm just kidding.
American. That's one thing that I don't have that. Well, I guess David's not Scottish either. David's Native American and German. And you're
I am German as well.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
so
there's German in there too.
I cannot. Like, I want to go to Europe and just explore all that culture because I know.
I just want to see like what percentage of things I am.
Actually, I mean,
yeah.
You know, when people have gotten those tests, it's come back much different, I guess, than they realized.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I forgot.
Based on what you're told too.
David's grandmother found out that she's part Scandinavian. That's I forgot David's Scandinavian too. This is just interesting.
That's awesome.
Those blood tests are really, really interesting. Oh, she said,
yeah.
Mom, I got lots of family history done. My daddy's side goes back to like 1545, which I want to get back to like the 12s because that's when William Wallace was around. So. I gotta know.
She's like, I'm determined to prove it.
Yes. So Outlander is based on Scotland in the 1700s, and it's like them fighting the war against the British, and it's just it's gory, which some people might not like, and there's this epic love story between this woman who travels in time, which is a whole nother thing, which when I first heard this show I was like, that sounds dumb, but then I'm like, it's not dumb. I'm obsessed. I like watch 2 to 3 episodes a night. Like, I'm so obsessed.
Oh my goodness.
I'm crazy. That's what I do.
I love it.
Like when I'm laying in bed, which I should be sleeping, but I'm not. So.
You know what though? Like I stay up till 2 a.m. playing video games sometimes, so I'm not judging you. I'm just saying like.
Sometimes I play video games. I haven't played lately, but I mean I don't play games like you. I suck at games that you play.
I don't think you suck at games that I play. I think that you just haven't.
No.
Tried. You don't have a computer that will run it.
When I was a teenager, we would play. Was it Doom or Duke Nukem or I don't know. I would
Duke Nukem. Oh my god, that was like one of my first PC games ever.
I would scream. I was so afraid. I'm like, they're gonna get me. It would freak me out.
Yeah, I scream all the time. I'm a big baby on there. I'm like, okay, I'm a baby. Carry me, guys. It's fun though. Like, put me in your backpack. Let's go.
I'm like, and then like I think about it in real life. I'm like, if there was like an apocalypse, I'd probably be dead. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I'd be like,
I'd probably be dead.
Warrior princess.
If there was an apocalypse, I'd probably be dead because my leg is so jacked. Like, even though I've been going to the chiropractor and it's gotten a lot better, I wouldn't be able to run, and people would just outrun me and leave me for dead. So, you know. I guess that's okay. Like, I'll stay behind and everybody go on without me. I'll hold them back.
I'll die for you.
The zombie wave, you know?
I'll die
like,
for you, milady. Yeah.
Oh my god, don't.
Milady. That's the kind of talk I've been listening to for the past.
Oh my gosh. All I can see is like Tips Fedora. Oh my god.
You're so funny.
Stab it.
Stab it. Okay, I pulled up some questions somewhere. Where the heck did they go? I mean, I know you pretty well, so maybe I'm gonna type some questions of things that I like are different. They're just random.
Okay.
And maybe we'll do the ones where you like can't think and you just answer. Ooh, those are fun. Let's see. Let me put my spectacles on because I'm blind. All right.
Oh, this is so bright. I can't stand it. I put everything on dark mode usually. Because, the brightness is so high. I can't.
What? Okay, this is a weird question. What does this even mean? What's your claim to fame? What does that mean?
I don't even know how to answer that.
People like talking about themselves. Yes, we do. What's a better question to get them to talking about? Something that you're proud of. Something that you've done that you're proud of. What's something you're proud of? Why don't we put it in simple question form, people?
Yeah. Okay. Something that I'm proud of.
I can think of things.
I don't know if I... Shut up. I don't know. That's kind of a hard one to answer, though, because... That's a lot of... I'm proud of a lot of things.
Let's do a more simple question. Oh my gosh, this thing is like super like questiony questions. Okay, maybe I picked the wrong thing. What's your favorite drink? That's an easy one.
Shirley Temples.
Ooh, I love Shirley Temples. I used to get those a lot when
Me too.
Like when I was a little kid, I would get Shirley Temples or Roy Rogers. I love them.
I don't know what a Roy Rogers is. What's that?
It's a cherry Coke.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I like Shirley Temples have been my drink, and they still are my favorite drink. Like as an adult, if I go to the restaurants and I'm like, I would like a Shirley Temple, please. They look at me like I'm a little girl, and I'm like, I'm still a little girl.
David's mom says, you just gotta outrun one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would be the one to like, I can't run anyways, so you guys go ahead without me.
I can't run at all. I have like asthma or exercise-induced.
Yeah, but I would sacrifice myself for you, though. And I would be like, no, I wouldn't let you. I would be like, I'm staying back. Just run as fast as your little asthma body can carry you.
You're so funny. Okay, let's find. Okay, did you find questions? If you find a question,
I actually was on the same page as you, I think.
It's like 200 questions to ask somebody.
Okay.
What is your favorite song right now? I know that's a hard question. But like, have you been listening to anything that you keep playing on repeat?
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh yeah.
What?
Okay, so I talk about this a lot actually in my gamer group.
Yeah.
Like my gaming community, because I was just listening to there's a song by Joji. I don't know if you've ever heard who he is.
I love Joji. Oh my gosh. Wait, which one? What's your favorite?
His song Run, literally it literally just it disassociates me from my body, and I freaking love it. Okay.
Wait, if I play it, we're gonna get copyright song. I can't play it.
Yeah, we will get copyright striked if you play it. But if you guys haven't heard Joji's song,
story, because that's
it's so good.
I love that.
Okay, so that song is definitely like top 3. Yeah, it's so good. Okay, but the wake up thing at the end, like the alarm clock at the end, like totally disassociates me from my body and makes me feel like I'm really sleeping and I'm in this like simulation world, and like it makes me feel like I'm hearing that alarm clock on a higher level, and like I need to wake up to get out of this simulation that I'm experiencing. It's so weird. It totally makes me feel weird, and I love it. And I can't get enough of it, actually.
We can sit here and talk about music forever.
Daft Punk too.
Well, I like
Daft Punk is top of my list. I love Daft Punk.
Daft Punk is the greatest. Daft Punk is forever. I really like Daft Punk. There's a 2 songs that kind of been coming back into my playlist. Obviously, I listen to Blue October all day, but this is actually not that. There's a song called Gemini by a guy named Sam Williams. I don't know if you've heard that song, but
I haven't heard it.
It is so good. It is so good. It's basically about being two-sided.
Yeah.
I'll have to send it to you.
That's interesting.
It's a good song.
Kind of like talking about the duality of like the universe.
Well, he talks about being
or
like
the duality of self.
Yeah, duality of self. He talks about being Jekyll and Hyde. It's kind of like
I know someone who can relate to that song.
It's not a country song, but it's got a country vibe, but it's more dark. Like I'm actually learning how to play it on the guitar, so maybe I'll jam that out on Twitch tonight.
Okay. Now I have one for you. What job would you be terrible at?
All of them? No.
No. Shut up.
I don't know. Like, if I was given a job, I'd try to do my best at every job. So what job would I be terrible at?
Yeah, like, if you're thinking about your weaknesses just as, like, a person, like, what you're really not that great at or what you don't enjoy thoroughly, like, what job would you absolutely be terrible at? Because I can think of quite a few for me.
I'm mixed about being the boss. I don't like to fire people. I don't like to give people bad news. I don't want to be the boss. I think that's quite obvious over the years.
Yeah.
I don't want to be
I recognize that in you too.
I don't want to be the person that has to be like, yo, I don't like what you're doing. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then you're like,
I think it's uncomfortable for everyone, but like, I feel like there's a certain type of person that it kind of like softens the blow coming from them because like of the way that they can say things. You know what I mean? So like there is a certain type of person that's better at that. Like, but I don't know.
I think that I would not have a backbone when it comes to that like employee conversation. Like if I would say, well, I'm kind of disappointed with this, and if the employee was like, well, you're da-da-da-da-da, then I wouldn't know how to, like, respond as a boss.
I think, like, at that point, you would just have to say, okay, well, we're going to have to agree to disagree. Bye. Bye now. You know, like.
I've gotten better with that over the years. You just reminded me of an incident that recently happened. I bought this case thing to put my phone in at the store, and it was like $30. So it was not, it's like a waterproof case. And I'm like, that's not that cheap. I probably could have got on Amazon for like $15. So it was probably double the price. But yeah, Amazon getting here is like 5 days. So I used it, and by not even like 2 hours into using it, it was full of water. And I'm like, okay, this is garbage. So I go back to the store and I was like, look, I tried to use this. It obviously didn't work. And the lady was like, okay, what do you want me to do? And I was like, well, I don't know. I mean, maybe I did something wrong. Can you, like, check this out? And I was, obviously, like, if I did something wrong, I want her to help me figure it out. And then she got, like, this attitude. I said, you know what? Never mind. I want to return it. And normally in the past, I would have been, like, all, like, afraid to, like, get all pissy. And I was like, this lady is being a jerk. And I'm over it. And this thing did not work. It was 2 hours in and it was already broken. So I'm like,
yeah, no reason to waste your time.
But I still don't want to be the boss. So I'll let somebody else be the boss, not me.
Yeah.
Okay, let me think of. Okay, so I know you don't watch a lot of TV or movies, but do you have like an absolute favorite show or movie?
Yeah.
What is it?
Okay, so my absolute favorite movie is probably like Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls, because it's a classic, and I haven't seen it in so long, but
if I wasn't
that's definitely
one of my favorite bottoms, I would totally talk to you with my butt right now. Absolutely.
Don't you dare. I'm just kidding.
I adore Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey is like probably my
He's
first
amazing.
favorite childhood actor.
Such a dork.
Somebody that I watched as a child that I've grown up with that I will never not love. No matter what, I love him forever. Like I've seen almost. There's a couple movies I guess I haven't seen of him, but I've seen almost all of his movies. So he's kind of wonderful.
The only one that I think I haven't seen is like Yes Man.
Oh, that's a good one.
You were telling me about that the other day, and I've heard about it. Like it's where he has to say yes to everything, right? He doesn't get to say no to anything, and it like transforms his life. So yeah, like. I've heard about it, and I think I've seen like trailers for it, but I need to watch it.
Oh, dude,
but yeah,
good. I haven't seen and I don't know why I haven't seen it. I've been wanting to see it. I think it's called like 23. Is that what it's called? He's like a bad man in it. He plays like a bad person in the movie.
I don't know.
I haven't seen it. Which maybe I haven't watched it for that reason because I was like, well, no. I like him in most of his characters. I can't think of a movie where I don't like his character.
Yeah.
I think I avoided watching that because his character in that is like bad. I think he plays a murderer.
Because he's a bad guy.
Yeah, so I was like, no, don't be a bad guy, Mr. Carey. Stay nice.
No.
Okay.
I don't know. How's chat doing? What are you guys up to? What are you guys thinking about? What's on your mind?
What's your favorites, people? Tell us. Shout it out.
Yeah.
I want to know.
Okay, chat. We have a question for you, chat. All right, let's see.
Chatting.
What movie title best describes your life?
That's a funny question. This is the end. No, I'm just kidding.
What?
Okay, y'all. I know we're not going on our normal. This is not our normal
We're not.
title, but last week we had a pretty serious, like, awesome discussion.
We wanted to lighten it up a little.
So we lightened it up this week and kind of prepare you for what's coming on Twitch. We're going to be doing really fun stuff like this and
on Thursdays mainly.
Yeah, we're going to do this on Thursdays and we're going to I don't know.
But if you guys want to talk about something,
tell us.
Shout it out in the chat and we'll talk about that. We can talk about anything.
One of those watchers is me, I presume, right?
I don't know.
Probably. But who's in here? Pockets, are you still here? Oh, Great Expectations.
Great Expectations. Oh.
That's a really good movie.
I don't know who's in that one.
Oh my gosh. Is it Gwyneth Paltrow and Jude Law? Is that who it is? Is that it?
Oh. It's one of those like 90s movies. Yeah. I don't know if I've ever actually seen that one then.
One time.
If it's rated R, I probably wasn't allowed to watch it. And
I snuck a lot of rated R when I was a teenager.
I didn't. I was like a gunny.
A gunny.
Yeah. It was so stupid.
Yeah, the weather has definitely been weird. For sure. David's mom's about the weather.
Movie title.
Great
Expectations is good.
Describes my life. There's too many to choose from.
I know.
There's too many to choose from. I don't know. I'm like trying to think like the Hunger Games. No, just kidding.
I think mine would be Home is Where the Heart Is.
Aw, I love that. I love it. That's such a
yeah, I like that one.
It's a really good movie. Those are one of those movies I've watched like a bunch. What are you, Misha's, requesting apps from me right now?
Stinky baby. Pocket says my favorite movie is Mary Poppins.
Wait, the new one or the old one?
Probably the old one.
I would assume. I do like the new one though because Lin-Manuel's on it and I like the soundtrack. But the old one is forever, so.
The new one or the old one, Pockets? I don't know. For me, like
supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Shows are just so hard to like. I don't know, because
I get so
there's some shows that I've watched where I'm like, I'm not really into the show, but I watch it because it's kind of like good trash TV to watch while I'm folding laundry or something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna get chastised by saying this, but like I like Schitt's Creek.
I love Schitt's Creek.
But it's kind of, to me, it's kind of a pastime show. Like,
It is a pastime show, but I freaking love that show.
But it's not like a show that I'm like Outlander for me right now. I'm addicted. Like, if I had all the hours in the day, I would watch the whole thing all day long.
Okay. So a show that I really loved that I actually haven't gotten to see the new season that came out or whatever. I haven't caught up on it at all. But Westworld, have you seen that?
I haven't. They were at Comic-Con when I was there. I saw the whole cast.
You need to watch Westworld because it's awesome.
Okay, I'm going to watch it.
Like, you would love Westworld.
So, like, I'm trying to remember. It kind of disappoints me that I didn't know about these shows. Like Vikings, Westworld, Outlander. They were all at Comic-Con the year I went with Misha. And we saw all these people, but I didn't know who they were. I was like,
Pocket said, Julie Andrews is wonderful, plus the Sherman Brothers soundtrack is unparalleled. I agree. Julie Andrews is like the classiest lady I've ever seen anywhere. Yes. She's like the icon of what a lady is. You know what I mean? Like, I would never say that I'm a lady. I'm not a lady. But she is a lady.
Whatever.
You know what I mean?
Lady
I'm not a lady.
Wait, what is it? What is the line from that song?
I'm not the kind of person that could ever be a lady.
Lady on the street, but a freak in the sheet.
No.
That's a rap song.
I know. You're crazy. But no, like, I could never be a lady because I'm too outspoken. I'm too opinionated. I'm too, like, I will just tell people how I feel about things, and
you and I would be beaten to death
we would have been hung and like burned at the stake like 10 million times.
We would have been called a witch and we would have been burned for sure.
Absolutely.
100%.
Because I am kind of like on the witchy side. Like, I'm not a witch. I don't consider myself a witch, but I'm a very like spiritual person, and so like it doesn't even matter. Back then, they could call you a witch because you had a mole on your face or a birthmark on your arm or something like.
They would call you a witch if you knew how to heal somebody. Like, if you were like a woman trying to be a doctor, you would be a witch.
Oh, yeah.
And you would be burned.
Mm-hmm.
Pocket says that's Julie likes to swear a lot. Actually, I think that's true. Yeah, she does. So
good for her.
So it doesn't matter.
I don't know. I mean, I always look at her like she's super fancy, and I'm not fancy. I'm like the opposite of fancy. I'm clumsy, and I'm rough, and I've got scars all over my body, and
like,
yeah.
I feel like I'm girly, but not. Like, I still feel like there's I don't know. I didn't grow up with a lot of money, so like I was totally content with like whatever. And
I used to wear my brother's shorts, okay?
Yeah, like I
used to wear my brother's pants all the time.
Yeah, I was a tomboy for sure. Like, I was a skater. I liked to skateboard. I didn't know how to, but I tried to. And I was a tomboy. I mean, it's kind of the way it went. But like at the same time, I'm super girly because I love makeup and I love doing my hair and like, I don't know. I love clothes, but I'll never like wear. Like, what's a good store to give examples? Okay, like Express or like the black market. Like, I'll wear it, but it's not my style. Like, I'm more of like Gwen Stefani. I want to wear some like loud, fun stuff.
I feel like my style over the years has changed so much. Like, because I used to be so just like whatever I wanted to wear, I would just wear it. And as my body changed, I didn't really know how to like dress myself in that way. Mm-hmm. So after I had kids, especially, I started dressing a little different because I felt like I was, I don't know, unsure of what looked good on me anymore, because I went from like, I was pretty skinny when I was a kid, and I was athletic and tan and blonde and just natural. And then after I had kids, I was like, I've got all this extra stuff everywhere and I don't know what to do with it. So I didn't know how to dress myself after kids. It was kind of like a weird place.
That's how I feel too. And I feel like, there's this expectation, which we talk about all the time,
the expectation
a
of what
woman,
moms should
of a
look like.
mom, and being in your 30s that you should dress and look like. And
Oh yeah, I don't do that.
I'm
I mean, I look at myself and I'm like, I don't dress like a typical mom in her 30s. Like, I'm in my mid 30s. I'm going to be 35 this year. I'm going to be 35.
It's a good
Weird.
year. It's scary to think
It's weird.
that 40 is just around the corner. I don't even want to like go there. Like, it freaks me out a little bit. I'm like, no, I don't want to be 40.
I don't even care.
But
We're so young. Like, we're young. Like, and 40 is not going to be anything for us.
No.
We're going to still be so young.
There's so much more life to live, and like I think about that a lot. Like, my cousin recently asked if I wanted to like be in a band with them, and I was like,
yes.
Yeah, I do.
Because,
like, I don't know what it would become or what we'll even do with it. If we'll ever perform live, I'm sure we will if we're pretty good. I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it doesn't matter how old you are. You can still do those things you want to do. Obviously, we feel this time restraints of like who to give our time to and how much time to give to ourselves. But I think there's enough room in your day to give yourself some time, and you need to make that so that you're happy. I understand we sacrifice for our children, but if you're not happy, your children are going to feel that. So we talk about that all the time.
Oh my God. I had a conversation with my son the other day. Mm-hmm. And he doesn't really talk very much about stuff, but like the other night I was like talking to him about something, and he was like, I had this weird dream. And I was like, well, what was it about? And he was like, it was a bad dream about you, and we were in a car, and you were fighting with Jonas, I think, and I saw palm trees. And I was like, aw, baby. Like, he was probably remembering me fighting with Mia's dad. And I was like, I'm sorry that you're remembering that and having a bad dream about it. Yeah. Like, that sucks. But I was like, but where are we now? Where are we right now? You know? And how is life for you now? And we were talking about that and like what we want to do. And, you know, because kind of right now it feels like we're at a standstill. You know, it feels kind of like we're waiting. And I'm not sure why.
I do feel that waiting feeling, but at the same time, I feel like I've done so much this last year that I never would have probably done before. I needed that time to reflect and say, hey, what do you want to do with this life? You know, you could die tomorrow. What do you want to do? What do you want to do while you're here?
Oh, God, I know. Speaking of.
So rest in peace, Brad.
Yeah, we had a friend pass away yesterday. Actually, I'm not really for sure what day he passed away.
Yeah, it was either yesterday or the day before. I'm not sure which day, but, you know,
we didn't really get to hear all the details
super well, but Jessica did, and you know, I kind of more so saw Brad on social media more than anything, and he was always hilarious.
He was always on social media because he was sick for a long time. So like, I mean, I didn't really see him out very much either. I think I only got to hang out with him like one time.
I met him with you once, like in person.
Yeah.
We met at where were we? Where was that at? Was it Rosati's or was it like?
Oh yeah. Okay, so we hung out twice because then he and I went on like a date.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So when I had heard that Brad was getting worse, I really felt for Jess, because I know that like he was somebody that like she connected with, and I know that it's hard like to know somebody's, you know, leaving this world. But we talked about this a lot. I mean, yesterday so happened to be the anniversary of my dad's passing. It's been gone 8 years, and I had a rough day yesterday. I
did too.
I don't know why it was so rough though for me, being that my dad's been gone for 8 years now, and I don't know what it was. I just so emotional. I just was crying constantly. I couldn't stop crying. And
stop it! You're gonna make me cry right now.
No, don't cry. I wanted to call my sister, but I knew that I would make her cry, so I didn't. So if she's watching, I'm sorry, sis. I love you. But like, you know, I connected with my niece Haley, and I told her, I was like, I'm really having a hard day today. I don't know why. Like, normally on this day, I'm usually okay, but like for some reason, I was just really having a hard time. But then, I really thought about like this idea of death and what it really means. And, I know my dad's always around.
Yeah.
Like, I know he's around. Like,
I mean, he is in you.
Well, yeah.
And, like, that's the thing. Like, I always have, like, yeah, especially yesterday, I was totally crying all day yesterday. But I was like, it's okay. What do I always tell people, right? I have to tell this to myself right now because I can't be a mess. Because life goes on and life has to continue. And
that's what they would want to.
Exactly. Like,
I don't want you to be crying all day.
I would think, like, if he was looking at me right now, he'd be like, what are you doing crying right now? Get your life together. Like, what are you doing? Sitting there crying over this, because he would. And that's the kind of person he was, too. He was such a goofy person that, like, I mean, he helped me through a lot of rough things.
Was Brad the one that helped us with the cryptocurrency?
Yes.
Thank you, Brad. I've made some money.
Yes. And it's funny, someone actually shared a meme on Facebook about Brad yesterday about that. It was Jesus going like this, and it was because Brad is up there discussing cryptocurrency and Bitcoin with him. And I was like, oh my God, that would totally be.
I was like, wait, I'm pretty sure that Brad's the one that showed us how to use cryptocurrency, and I thank him because I've made some coin. Thank you.
Good. Brad. I'm proud of that. That's awesome. So, he was such a great person, and like I feel
and you'll see him
so much for his family.
I know, and that's the hardest part. Is it's like Brad's good. We know Brad's good. It's the people that are still.
Oh yeah, because
I mean, time with it.
I understand that, and like, I'm just happy that he's not in pain anymore, and all that, and he's on his new beginning. Like, I always look at death as like, it's not a real thing. It's not what we have been taught that it is. It's not the end of us at all. And it's just the signal of like, yeah, it's a shift, right? And so like, we're shifting from this experience into our next one, and it's okay. And I have faith that he's having a better experience.
Oh, he's not in pain anymore. He's having a great time. I'm sure he's
well, yeah,
exploring
the unconditional love of the universe. I believe that when we die, the universe embraces us, and we go back home, and we are enveloped in all of that unconditional love and bliss.
You physically get to see the people that you missed, and that's why I know we'll see him again. I'll see my dad again. I'll see my grandparents again. I know that we'll see all of these people again, and I feel so sad for anybody who believes that it's final.
Like final.
There's like a final thing, and that I've been to a couple different types of funerals, and I went to one that's how they perceived death, and it was such a sad place.
So when I die, I don't want anybody to be like that at my funeral. Okay? So when I die, I want my funeral to be like, yeah, she did this and this with her life or whatever, and let's celebrate her moving forward to her next phase in her experience, right? And like, that's what I want to do for everybody. I want everybody to have that outlook because it's so much more like realistic.
I want everybody to dress up in a costume.
Okay.
Come to my. I hope
it never comes to that.
I hope that you and I never have to attend each other's funerals. Maybe we'll just die together at the same time.
Yeah, at the same time, and be like, okay, we're dead.
But no, like when I think of that, like if you want to have a funeral for me, don't call it a funeral. Call it a celebration and get friggin' put on costumes and play loud music because that's what I want.
Yeah.
That's what I would want for you to do.
It's a celebration ceremony of like moving forward into a new experience. Because consciously, the way that I see it, consciously, we never stop being conscious. Our consciousness just moves out. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you that story that like I had kind of made up about the girl who lost her boyfriend. I think I had put they were like in a car accident, and I was like,
yeah, you told me about that.
And now how he dies and he goes on, but he finds a way to communicate with her subconsciously, so he's like goes and sees her in her dreams. And I was like, I feel like that's true, because the subtle times that I have dreamt about, like my dad in particular, it feels so like real, like, and it feels so like he's telling me something that he wanted me to know.
I told you about the experience that I had with my cousin Brayden, right?
No.
Okay, so my cousin passed away like, I think 5-6 years ago, something like that. I don't even know how many years it's been, but I think it's been about 6 years.
Yeah.
But so one night I was like having these thoughts about life and existence and passing on, and if we are hanging out in the ether and we're waiting for our family members, or if we just like automatically move on to the next thing, or if we even exist as a soul beyond these bodies anyways.
Yeah, I think it's so much more than we can comprehend, to be honest.
I feel like we do exist as a soul beyond these bodies to some extent, but I'm not really positive on that. You know, I feel like it's kind of a cloudy area for me still. But so my experience with my cousin is I was at that confusing like moment, and I was meditating on it, and I was telling Brayden, I was like, if you're out there somewhere, just like hanging out, like come to me in a dream, come to me in a vision, come to me and talk to me and tell me that you're there, you know?
Yeah.
And so like I said that before I went to bed, and then I went to sleep, and I woke up the next morning and I was like, oh, okay, nothing happened, whatever. And then my mom woke up and she was like making coffee, and we were in the kitchen talking to each other, and she goes, oh my God, I had a dream about Brayden last night. And I was like, you tricky little devil, you know, like he didn't come to me in my dream, but he did come to my mom, and he was a little kid and he hugged her, and it was just like the coolest thing, and I'm gonna cry because I miss him. But
don't make me cry.
I'm sorry. It was just like so cool. But God, I'm such a big baby.
That's how I know that like there's so much more after this life, and that like we need to not be too sad, because we're gonna see those people again. And you know, I do believe there's more your soul lives on outside of this body, 100%. I've experienced enough to just know that's true. Like, I know that we're going to see those people again. And I don't know. I believe we're going to look like our best selves in that time. When we see each other, it's going to be like the best we've ever. We're going to look amazing. We're going to look like rock stars. And it's just going to be, epic. So I'm like, it's hard. I know it's hard to not get sad, because like I think about like, I mean, like you don't get to have those interactions anymore. Even if you have them in your mind and they're talking to you in your dreams, it's not the same. I get it. But
well, it's like I'm really extra emotional because of the whole Brad thing yesterday and stuff like that. But God, I'm such a big baby. I'm sorry.
That's what makes you amazing, because you can feel. I mean, that's why we get along so well. We're very feeling kind of people. I mean, that's how we've written music. Like, I think about that a lot. Like, sometimes I'm like, I need these emotions. I actually wrote, because of how I was feeling yesterday, I actually wrote some really good lyrics yesterday because I just had these feelings, and that's when I write my best, is when I'm feeling those feelings. And even though they suck.
We didn't intend on talking about this today, so this kind of like came out of the blue.
No, but this is good. This is good. This is reality. This is life. We have people that we care about and love, and that we've lost, but we haven't lost them. They're not gone, Jess. We know that.
I know. I do know that. It's just, it is one of those things where it's like, yeah, I know that they are still there, but at the same time, they're not. the reflection of them is not there anymore.
And think about the things that we wish we would have done.
I think about like, okay, in Brad's case, we went like a few months without talking, and he messaged me out of the blue like a week ago or something, and the last thing that he talked to me about was just like, I could tell something was wrong, and I knew, and I was worrying for the whole week.
I know. It's okay. You know, he's not in pain anymore. And I don't know. I mean, they did that parade for him. What day was that?
It was a Sunday. And I didn't go.
It's okay. He knows. It's okay. He knows you love him. He knows that you feel for him. He's literally with you right now. He knows. I know he knows. You're gonna make me cry.
I'm sorry.
Yesterday
I'm having a hard time. I probably should just stop.
It's okay. If you want to sign off, we can sign off.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. We got to get out of here. It's an emotional time.
Sorry, guys. I love you.
No, it's okay. No, this is real life. That's part of what we're doing here is trying to share our lives with others so that they can know they have people in their corner. But we will be on tomorrow at 7 p.m. on Twitch.
Yeah, for more fun stuff. No serious talk, please.
No, it's okay. But please be sure to check us out, and we will, if we don't see you on Twitch tomorrow, we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
And
bye, guys.
Love you guys. Bye.